Hi guys, and welcome to the JKT Radio Podcast, episode 41, where I am the bestest Scooby-Doo character and automatic write-off, Scooby-Dumb. And I'm joined by my other co-hosts, McBride. I'm guessing a Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
And Devin.
Treasure.
I don't.
That's Fred, because there's a video that just all the times Fred says treasure, and he just goes, "We need to find the treasure, guys."
That sounds about right.
Okay.
And Chris.
I would have gotten away with it too if not for you meddling kids.
Amazing.
I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling sis.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, it fits so much better.
I saw an opportunity and I took it.
Only the cis steal in absolutes.
Oh my god. And it all comes
Dear.
full circle to the... We need to start recording and putting out the pre-show of us just
We seriously
talking.
do.
We
yes.
really do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason why we can't just add it at the end, like after
During the end credits.
Yeah.
Well,
Or the-
no, I would say put the quote-unquote pre-show out on a separate thing. Just
Yeah,
I was
we
gonna
could,
say,
like,
that could
blooper
even be
reel.
on, like, all of our socials.
A blooper reel
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
bloopers. Oh, my god, do we have bloopers.
Oh,
We always have
yes, we do.
bloopers.
We have all the bloopers.
I still have the, we don't use them anymore, but the one we filmed against your curtain in your old apartment,
Oh my
McBride.
God.
I
right.
remember
Like-
that,
Oh,
yes.
There was like
I-
5 or 6 takes of that.
I
still have all
found
of them.
I found those as well, and I was just looking at them one day. It's like, oh, I forgot about these.
How many times did you fall against the window there?
I never hit the window. I fell onto the floor, and there was a point I couldn't get up. I had to crawl out from behind the couch. And
Yep.
just crawl my way back.
We're
Yep.
gonna have to post those now that we're talking about it.
Yep, we have to.
Those we've mentioned them before. They do have to go out. I do have all of them.
I
We did
wanna see them
record.
again.
There was one. I know there was one that we forgot to hit record on though.
I
Oh,
do. I
yes.
remember that one, yeah.
You guys would be
It was like-
surprised
It was
how
a
often
really-
that does actually
I think
happen.
that was the
on
one
set.
time when it was like, oh yeah, this turned out perfectly. I didn't hit record.
Yep.
Wait, were we recording?
I was like, oh, that was
Or
a
the- I think-
perfect take, guys. Please tell me somebody got it. It's just like, we're supposed to press the red button, right? Like, god damn it.
I think there was also one where the cap was still on it, I think.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
The cap was on it. There's one. I think there was like, I think we took that 8 times.
Yeah.
And
We
it
are
only came out to 5
professionals.
videos. We are the most professional of professional. Does anyone have
Exactly.
any interesting things that happened to them this week?
Oh, so we have I have me and Chris decided to watch this
Documentary. series.
documentary.
Well,
Oh.
it's not really a documentary, but it's a series. But it's also
Okay.
a documentary.
That's still a documentary.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, my headphones are doing my mic is doing something weird. It's decided to just mute all of the incoming audio, so I can't hear anything. Hang on, give me 1 second.
That's concerning. Pause.
And
we're
we're
good.
back.
Play.
We're back.
Okay.
So
Tell me about this
yes,
documentary.
there's a documentary on Netflix. It's basically a bunch of World War II footage.
But they put into color.
They put it into color, and it's really interesting.
Is this
Oh,
the
I heard about
conversation about
that.
Hitler I got?
Yes.
What
I did-
conversation?
Is this
Well,
where
I
the
did
Hitler
say
thing
I
came
did send a bit of the conversation.
So it's a really good documentary. It talks about all of these various aspects of the Allied powers, the Axis powers, all the crazy shit that went on. But it had, I think, one of the most unintentionally hilarious
Phrases?
bits of narration, where you got, I think, Jarek Jacobi's narrating the thing, and he's talking, I think, about like the Blitzkrieg
I think so.
attack.
Something
I think
like
it was an early episode where he's talking about the
It was the first episode.
yeah, the Germans invading into France and all the other places.
This
in
is
Europe.
literally the first episode into a color documentary series about
World War
the
II.
Holocaust.
Well, World War
Well-
II, including, I would assume, the Holocaust. So I don't think we've gotten to that particular thing yet. So, and then they just say, I think they're talking about the plan of attack, and then they just said, and then Hitler made a very controversial decision. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like,
All of them?
are we all of them?
I mean, like, mean,
Just one?
You're not wrong.
And, like, you're not incorrect,
mean,
but it's like,
yeah.
that's like talking about, I don't know, like,
You ran into another one yesterday.
oh, what was it?
It was there was like, I think there was an attack on Japan. It was the Battle of Midway.
Yeah, that would be
And the bombers, I think, were like they're going down, and like most of them, the torpedo cannons. It was the torpedo people. I don't remember the words. But they were shooting, and it was like a Holocaust, and we're just like, aside from the actual Holocaust,
the guy
going over in
he
Germany.
was talking about the way how a lot of the Japanese ships were built, so they had a lot of people kind of stacked inside, and because of the way the torpedoes were hitting the ships,
Which only went off 10% of the time.
yeah, which only went off 10% of the time. So I'm like, well, that's not a very good torpedo, is it?
You've got basically a hunk of metal that sometimes explodes.
Yeah, so the guy
Yeah.
the historian talking about this, talking about how a lot of the Japanese soldiers were dying. It just shacked up in these things, and it was a proverbial Holocaust.
He didn't even say proverbial. It was
Yeah,
like a Holocaust.
It was like a Holocaust, and I'm like, but
the actual
dude,
the actual Holocaust is going over.
it's just
Over
that's
there.
over there. Like that's
Yeah.
just such a weird phrase.
I mean, again,
to
you're not
use.
technically
Oh, no.
incorrect.
it was just so like it felt so tone deaf. It was just like the guy's like, yeah, it's like a Holocaust,
I'm like,
whilst the actual Holocaust is happening in Europe. And I'm just like, oh,
it's just you're not incorrect because it is happening.
you just have no
That's just not
tact.
here.
Like,
Yeah, that's bad.
Just like sometimes it's
Oh dear.
Controversy.
it's unintentionally funny in like this isn't funny. Why is this? Why are you saying this?
yeah, no, it's right because like the thing is like every episode is a very good documentary,
And it's
but
very jarring.
and it's very jarring. But every once in a while, they just somebody says something, or the way they say something, and it's like, that's really stupid.
Why would you say that? But as a result, we accidentally say a bunch now. And then Hitler made a very controversial decision.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And also just the fact that they're talking about like the Blitzkrieg thing, as if that's like somehow even in the top 10 of Hitler's most controversial decision.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it wasn't even.
It is at this point.
But
in
also,
time.
the really crazy fact is a lot of people talking about the whole Blitzkrieg attack when they're just kind of rolling over, all over France and, and Belgium and all these places. And everyone's remarking about how crazy fast the German army was moving. And, like, how crazy fast and capable they were fighting. And then it's like, oh yeah, so, there was this, thing that they would give the German soldiers.
Right.
And the modern day equivalent, it would be methamphetamines. So they literally shut up all their soldiers with meth and just let them loose. And I never knew this. And I'm like, oh my god.
This makes so much sense.
Didn't you know there was I'll see if I can find it again, but I believe it was a Finnish soldier who was carrying all of the methamphetamines for his entire platoon, and he took all of it.
So he
Oh,
probably
no.
died. What?
Nope.
Oh.
He walked back to base, which was I think something stupid like several miles, like several hundred miles, in the middle of winter, surviving on raw birds that he caught,
Oh, yeah.
and
That
ate.
sounds like the Finnish.
and he
That
lived.
sounds like the Finnish.
Oh my god.
If you think the Russians are insane,
I'm
the
gonna
Finnish are
see if
even
I
scarier.
can find it.
Because if there's
Holy
one thing
crap,
that's worse
yeah.
than a Nazi, it's a Nazi that's also on meth.
Right?
Suddenly just like, oh my god, it makes so much sense why they were so nuts.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. God.
Also,
damn.
this apparently is the episode of
Here we go.
historical.
I found him. Almo Allen, excuse me, Koivunen.
Moon? Why
Koivunen.
why is his name Moon?
Yeah, he was a Finnish soldier in World War II. And he was the first soldier overdosing on methamphetamines during combat. There we go. I found the whole article.
Yeah,
He was a
Elmo
Finnish-
Koivunen.
Yep. Assigned to a ski patrol along with several other soldiers. 3 days into their mission, the group was attacked and surrounded by Soviet forces. So this is against the Soviets,
That makes sense.
from which they managed to escape. He became fatigued after skiing for a long distance, but could not stop. He was also the sole carrier of the armors of the army issue. I think it's called Pervitin, but it's methamphetamines,
Yeah, that sounds right.
and it's used to remain awake on duty. So he couldn't pull out a single pill, so he just took all of it, 30 capsules of it, all 30 capsules. In a short burst of energy, entered into a state of delirium, and lost conscious. He remembered waking up the following morning, separated from his patrol, having the supplies. The following days, he escaped Soviet forces.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He got hit by a landmine,
Oh, Jesus.
and skied more than 400 kilometers.
Well,
Damn.
His
Damn.
heart rate, when they found him and got him into the hospital, his heart rate was at 200 beats per minute. That's
Fuck's
over double the
sakes.
average, weighing
my
only
God.
94
And
pounds.
he lived?
He lived.
Finnish.
He was missing for a whole week.
He was Finnish,
Jesus
of course he
Christ.
was.
I mean, yeah, it's true.
The Finnish are
Here we go.
insane.
The week he was gone, he subsided only on pine buds and a single Siberian jay that he caught and ate raw. There you
Oh
go,
my
guys.
God.
Holy shit.
This guy's crazy.
Fun facts
I
with
love
Kira.
Fun facts with Kira.
Facts with Kira.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he lived. I believe he did die. Nope. He lived till 19.
Oh my God.
Christ.
Damn.
Man's legend. I found this because I found the thing where I can't remember who it was, but an army hired a real life bear and it was there to carry the ammo.
I remember hearing about the bear.
The bear. Yeah, this story was attached to the bear thing. I can't remember anything about the bear.
Me neither, but I remember that there was a bear.
I don't remember. I don't think I could find the bear thing again, but this one stuck with me.
Yeah, I can't
Holy
imagine
crap.
why.
Man's a legend.
Yeah.
I aspire to be that
Oh.
man.
Yeah.
And there was also the bit where they were talking about all the inflatable
Oh yes.
militia.
I love the because you know about that one, right? How they use like literal inflatable tanks to psych out the Germans.
Yeah, basically it was to
That's funny.
it was during D-Day, and basically to because basically with D-Day they were trying to make the Germans think that they were all going to attack the beach at Calais. So the Germans basically heavily fortified Calais, and then they were just like, you know what, we're actually not going to do that. We're going to go to all the other beaches instead. Like Normandy and Utah. And,
It was Normandy, the beach of Normandy.
well,
They
yeah,
had different
Normandy,
spots.
and yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, and beaches. But to basically like dissuade all like the spies and all the reconnaissance missions going on over there, they basically had made a bunch of like inflatable tanks and jeeps and like army equipment. And they're showing all this footage of like this dude just picking up a tank and just flipping it because it's inflatable and it's super light.
And I'm kind of just sitting here like, I really, really hope that after the war they just kind of bounced on top of those inflatable tanks.
They made a bouncy castle out
Right?
of them.
Like, that's the first thing I would
Dude,
do.
that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd
Nah,
be
man,
fantastic.
I would do the psych out thing and just literally carry a tank over my head through town.
Are you telling me you couldn't just do that naturally with a normal tank?
Okay, fair enough. I don't have one, but I could get my hands on an inflatable one quite easily.
Please do.
Yes.
I would be shot so fast.
I mean,
fair.
yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'd have to do it in my chainmail so
But
that I
it'd be
would
worth
probably. It would be worth
For
it.
5 seconds.
No, I'm pretty sure with the chainmail on, I could survive a few bullet wounds.
Yeah, we joke, but you're basically the Pippi in real life.
You're basically God.
Yeah.
I'm God, who occasionally just decides, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try and eat a
Just
baby.
try not to jump
Exactly.
off of any high cliffs, okay?
And then I throw spears at you.
I'm-
And then I throw a truth serum at you. I'm still proud of
Yeah.
myself for that.
I have too much vertigo to go near a high cliff. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And we are trying to not talk much about D&D.
Because
No,
it will make
won't.
no sense.
Hey, one thing of D&D. I've almost got all the characters.
Yeah,
now.
There we go.
I will have all the characters by the end of this week.
because we will
Yay.
beat him
Oh
in the
yeah.
head.
Oh yes, because you basically asked me to.
I went to both you and the other person I'm missing, and I'm like, hey,
I will eat your soul
Give
if
me.
you do not give it to us.
I mean,
Yeah.
I already
she
ate
said
the
it
balls.
much nicer, but yes.
I was really nice about it, and I was just like, yeah, just by Monday, guys, because I have to go to their place. I have to install the recording program still, so.
Soon.
But I almost got it soon. Hopefully, it will be starting before Christmas. Is the goal.
That is the goal.
Whether it is
Go.
achievable, it's a whole other story.
It might be recorded before Christmas. It might not come out till the new year. If it's that close to Christmas, I might.
I mean,
just-
it might just be worth it to start the new year off like, hey, I know this year was shitty. How about we start the new year off better?
You're implying that next year is going to be good.
We will make it good.
You're implying that the trauma you guys know I cause on a daily basis, even as a player, is going to make it good?
Yes, because it will be entertaining, and because
It
It is
you know the
entertaining.
chaos my character could consume.
Alright. So, do we have any non-horrid war stories? Because that was funny, but my
Yeah.
god.
I just started
Almo?
watching The Boys on Amazon.
Oh, how was that?
It is actually very good. I was hesitant to go in just because it looked so
Bad.
I'm not sure. Well, it didn't look necessarily bad to me. It just looked. This is gonna sound odd, but it looked off-puttingly masculine.
Oh, yeah.
I
Like
get
it just
that.
looked like
Yep.
such a bro show.
Hold on, I got somebody at the door.
Yep.
And excuse us, Chris is just gonna head out for a sec.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and yeah, no, it's honestly it's kind of ruined a lot of superhero stuff for me, just because it is such a it's so obvious that the 7 superheroes there. I'm like, oh, this is that's very obviously Superman, except he's a dick, and that's very obviously Wonder Woman, except she's an asshole, and yada yada yada
Yeah.
yada. And there's the very obvious Batman person there, and
Have you seen the guy that's supposed to be the Flash?
yes, because that's one of the first scenes is him accidentally running through someone,
Yeah.
and they explode.
So,
I
Yeah,
did not catch
so-
any of that.
my dad is watching it occasionally. My mother hates the show, so he only watches it when she's not
Yeah,
home.
that's fair. It is unbelievably violent.
Sorry about that.
No. My mother's the one who shows horror slashers to 2-year-olds. That's not the part that she doesn't like. But I walked out and I didn't know this at the time, the man's supposed to be the Flash in his full costume. And I was like, I knew the premise of the show. I'm like, oh, is this the Aquaman guy? Because he's got blue fishnets on.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And goggles. And I'm like, I'm talking about neon
Yes.
blue.
No.
And my dad's like, no, that's the Flash. And I'm like,
But he's not yellow.
are
No,
you
there
sure? He's wearing fishnets and
There is
goggles.
an Aquaman type in there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but just from the costume. It was like,
I mean, I feel like they probably had to make him the opposite color from the actual Flash to avoid copyright infringement.
but the fishnets.
Probably, yeah.
The fishnets are what threw me off.
That's fair.
I don't remember him wearing fishnets, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
I think he was watching one of the newer episodes, and
Oh.
just from me walking by, it looked like that he was wearing fishnets in neon blue, and I was like,
Mm.
But why?
Yeah.
why? That's like a fish boy thing. That's a fish
That's why
thing.
they're called fish.
Unless you're side on, and then you just wear only underwear.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
Here we go again.
If you want that reference, go watch the Breath of the Wild's playthrough on.
Oh
GT
yes,
Gaming.
Prince Sidon. The
Yes.
the unusually sexy fishman.
And we're back
Yeah.
All
here
the
again.
fishmen are unusual. Look at his sister. She was also
I mean,
hot.
yeah.
I know.
But the thing is, it's just I remember playing that bit in Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm attracted to him, but like, I'm not as unattracted to him as I should be.
Devin, me and McBride have made it a goal to make this, not even, it's a goal that happened by accident, to go as horribly raunchy and sexy as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
done it.
Yeah, I don't even know why I'm surprised.
So far, it's been fantastic.
I'm not surprised.
So does this mean when we play Smash, we have to do the voices as well?
What? No.
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 Don't ask
that's
me to do
okay.
voices.
Yeah. No, man, especially since I don't think any of us play the Legend of Zelda characters.
I played Link a bit.
I don't
but-
think.
He is
so.
very
Yeah.
weird.
I don't.
Oh, I went and bought the Super Mario 3D All-Stars
Oh,
thing.
neat.
Oh yeah, how's
Oh,
that?
nice.
Well, I only bought it for Super Mario Sunshine, really.
Yeah.
Because I've said this before, that was the last Mario game I actually enjoyed. And Paper Mario doesn't count, because Paper Mario throws normal Mario out the window.
Literally, or
Literally. I'm pretty sure that literally happened at one point. Also, I don't remember, because the last good Paper Mario was called The 1,000-Year-Old Door. I think it came out the same year as Super Mario Sunshine anyway.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was the last good Paper Mario anyway.
Yeah, that was a good
The
one.
new ones... Supposedly the Switch one that just came out is okay.
I've been watching a playthrough of it. It doesn't look too bad. I'm interested, but yeah.
It's not as good as The 1,000-Year-Old Door.
Yep, exactly.
But I also have never played Mario N64. I didn't own it. So I will play that eventually. I'm currently playing Sunshine, though. And just going through it, I'm like, I've accomplished more in 4 hours than 2 weeks of me playing when I was a child. Has this been put on easy mode, or have I just gotten better at platformers?
I mean,
I think you're just better at platforms.
yeah, when you're a child, you don't exactly know what you're doing all the time.
Yeah.
Although, actually, you know what's a game we could talk about that's gotten much better on its iterations? Because we've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3 lately.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
And it is so much better.
It's so much better. Like, it's...
The story is still batshit, but that's,
Oh,
you
God.
kind of expect it.
I feel like it's going to be getting even more batshit than the other two. Like...
That story I don't think is made to
No,
make
it
sense.
definitely
it's made To
isn't.
be complete and utter chaos.
It's not made to make sense. And if it was made to make sense, they failed miserably.
But, like, it's also... It's very weird, because, like, it came out, like, last year, and the graphics have gotten to the point where it's like, shit, I'm playing the Tangled bit, and the Tangled stuff looks almost exactly the same as it does in the actual movie, and it's very off-putting. It's just like, oh shit, am I just actually watching a bit of the movie?
And then we actually watched the movie and we're like, nope, actually, the movie does look better.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's still weird. Also, literally, I swear, every, like, super ability is just the Disney characters yeeting Donald, Sora, or Goofy into the sky, and then them just raining down like a nuke.
There is literally one that you get, like, you can create basically a magic tower that nukes the entire world.
You create this, like, weird rock tower that shoots up into the sky, and just lasers fly out and just destroy everything in, like, a giant swath of destruction.
But I know with, like, the other two games, like, I had to look up walkthroughs for every level just so we can know exactly what we have to do. Whereas this one, I've only had to look it up, like, twice. And it's usually because, you know, we either had the right idea, but we didn't either see what we were supposed to do, or we just didn't follow it through. So, like, the leveling is so much better. It's, like, the controls look better. You can climb walls now. Like,
Yes, you can wall run like a mad.
It is insane how much better it is.
And you get to cook with Remy from Ratatouille.
Oh, that's cute. But I've actually noticed this through the years that games are 100%
Yes,
getting easier.
absolutely.
They are, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But,
like-
like
There are games you go back and play the original Mario. I think they actually did do that. They did a statistic. 80% of the people died on the first Goomba.
But
In the first
I think
level.
nowadays
Yeah.
I think the only reason why we don't die on the first Goomba is because we all know now not to do that?
No. This was like 3 years
wow.
ago. This was recently. They sent a bunch of people back to go play the original Mario. 80% of them died on the first Goomba.
Yeah, I feel like the
Well,
games back
shit.
then just did not like their players.
Well, it's just I just even remember the first Kingdom Hearts, which I actually never quite beat because the first boss, and I was playing it on the easiest mode, and the last boss was just like
it hated you.
it hated you. It wasn't just providing
I thought
a challenge. It
with
just
that-
felt like the developers actually were just hated you and wanted to punish you.
If I remember correctly, with that game, didn't you have to do like 50% of the side quests to even be on the same level as the boss or something?
Maybe.
That sounds right.
all
I think it was.
all I know is that I was like in bed at like 3 in the morning, and I could just hear him yelling quietly
I was
from
just
the living
losing
room.
my goddamn mind like I have never lost it before. It's just because like this isn't like some like Dark Souls thing or it's like designed to be challenging. It's like no, this is a game designed to be played by
kids.
children.
It
it
is
is
definitely not. I think it actually is
insanely
teen
difficult.
rated.
Well, it was played by kids though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kids don't know how to read
No.
ratings, and their parents most of the time don't care.
Well, I mean, shit. They see a bunch of Disney characters all put together
With
and
Final
say, "Hey, this is
Fantasy.
for kids."
Yeah, with Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh sweet.
Yeah, that should.
Yeah.
Oh god.
What is that called?
Yeah.
BSRB.
Which only exists because of Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Oh, it is an E for everyone, but does have violence.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, well, because like
Yeah.
the actual like stuff that happens in it is like super tame. It's just
Nightmarish to play.
nightmarish to actually play. It's partially just also because just the mechanics of it have all aged rather poorly. Like there are sections I remember in a couple of the games, the early games, where I'm playing this and I'm like, well, gee, this enemy has gone up into the air
And I cannot get up there.
and I can jump, but the camera is fixed, so I can't actually like look up to see where this enemy is. So I just have to kind of wing it, and he just keep jumping
Could you
and
not
slashing
use-
in the air, and it just.
Can you not use shadows? That's what used to happen in old games, especially with fixed cameras. You would have to
It
use
was
shadows.
not if you were in a space where it didn't actually show any shadows.
Yeah, because the thing is, you're in a very dark
Oh.
environment.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind then. Sorry.
But yeah, no, this
I
new one
tried.
is honestly a lot of fun, and honestly, even like the second Kingdom Hearts game was also a lot of fun, and did not drive me insane.
Birth by Sleep, on the other hand, was a whole other story.
Birth by
but
Sleep
that
was mostly fine until the ending, where it's like, hey, to beat this boss, you have to look out for these very, very precise button prompts that also don't always do what they say they're going to do.
So to be fair to Birth by Sleep, it was
Great.
also one of the games. Like there's like 1 or 2 games where
That were ported from the PSP.
like the yeah. So
Um,
it's not really its
Yeah.
fault.
but in the new one, you get to turn
Yeah.
Mike Wazowski into a bowling ball and throw him at people.
And then he bounces off the wall.
And he bounces off the walls for like a minute afterwards. There was a bit where we were playing and we were fighting some enemies, and the prompt triggers to throw Mike at these enemies.
But the
But
enemy had died.
The prompt had triggered, and then the enemy right after died, but I had pressed the prompt. So you would do all this kind of psyching yourself up for it, and you just throw Mike Wazowski just like at absolutely nothing, and he just bounces all over the room.
And then there's also when you're
Oh,
in the Toy
Jesus.
Story area and you can bounce on these, like, first of all, they're like, you can get these like enemies that kind of like possess these dolls,
Possess toys.
which is kind of weird. But you can bounce on top of these like rubber animals, and they make the sound of the animals. So like you get one that sounds like a pig, and you get cows, you get dogs. It's
No, the question is, do you get the cutesy woof, meow,
yeah.
oink oink noise, or do you get the actual terrifying real
No,
life
you
animal
get the
noise?
cutest.
Oh. I wanted the horrible pig shriek.
Well, it is a bit. There is a bit of a pig shriek, but it's not like a terrifying pig shriek.
Yeah, that. It's not that.
That. I had to physically move my whole face to do that.
Jesus.
I had to like grab my nose and pull it up, and it hurt.
I can imagine. Listen, I feel like.
Yeah, I've also.
Okay.
You feel like what?
Go ahead.
Oh, I've because of the masks that we all have to wear now.
Yeah.
Had to wear for like a zillion years. I'm getting, pretty sure you guys are too. I'm getting a lot
Mask
of
acne?
pimple
Yeah.
problems.
Yep.
Yeah, bad mask acne.
Acne.
And I've got one. My lower lip sticks out a bit,
Oh.
and it makes a little alcove. And I've got one right in the middle of the alcove, and it's just.
It's the worst.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's causing me so much pain and irritation. But anyway, what were
I
we
was just
talking
gonna
about?
say that I think we've reached the halfway point if we wanted to play the game.
Do we want to play the game?
Let's play the game.
We can play the game.
Let's play the game. All right, I added another segment into
Oh.
the game, so there
Ooh.
are 3 questions now. One is so Devin can get a
Yay!
point.
Because
Oh,
I
yay.
suck at the music stuff. I am absolutely awful.
Yes,
at
one
it.
of. So I've added one new 1 point. We still have your popular top 100 hit song. We still have the obscure song that I pull out of my ass. This one at least has lyrics.
Nice.
Hey, there we go.
Lyrics in English? No.
Lyrics in English.
Yeah, just Kira's just like, guess the Japanese part of this song.
Sadly, I could probably
Right?
do it for some.
And then we also have a movie quote where I will be requiring you people to name both the movie and the character, not actor,
Ooh,
that said
interesting.
the quote.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
So, there you go. So we have 3 now. All of them
Yeah.
are, of course, 5-minute segments. And as we go through the 5 minutes, I will give you more hints as time goes on.
Cool.
All right.
I'm going to put on my glasses.
Yep.
Put
You
your
guys ready
glasses
for
on.
your... Yeah, you my glasses too.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for your
Yes.
first song?
Let's do it.
All right. I hold on so nervously to me and my drink. I wish it was cooling me, but so far has not been good.
Oh, I know this.
I gave you the whole first verse, by the way, because why not? Do you? Do you know this?
Oh, I've definitely heard this before. Oh, crap.
Oh. The slam. The slam's gonna hurt you later.
Okay, can
Now,
I
the
hear?
fun part is I didn't look where the chorus was, so I gotta find that real quick.
Can I hear it again?
Yeah. I hold on so nervously to me and my drink. I wish it was cooling me, but so far has not been good.
That's a terrible rhyme.
Well, I did like the whole first chorus.
Oh, I know this.
You know this?
Oh, it's bugging
Do
me
you
so
know this?
much.
Do you know
It's
this?
just like I'm trying to like melodize the verse.
to Kira's trying to be stoic. I found the chorus, guys. You
Yeah.
guys ready?
Yeah.
I can't say one of the lines because it's the title of the song.
Okay.
But I seem to be struck by you. I want to make you move because you're standing still. That's a
Oh.
line out of what I assume is the chorus. It's a song, guys. It is also not. Oh, actually,
It's
is
not
it?
Shut Up and Dance With Me or something like that, right?
Not Shut Up and
No.
Dance. I don't think that is on a top 100 yet. So
It is. Or it was, I think.
it might have been on last year's. I was actually looking to see if it was in any movies. It is not. It is in TV shows again.
Also, just so you know, Devin just went to the washroom, so he'll be back.
Oh, well, he doesn't care about this. He knows he's lost. He just knows he lost.
Can I hear the chorus bit
Yeah.
again?
The chorus bit again. All right. But I seem
Blank.
to be struck by you. I want to make you move because you're standing still.
I know that chorus.
Do you? Are you
I think
sure?
I've heard it before.
Right? It's one of those ones.
Yep. Yeah, so it's not in any movies. In several TV shows, it even appears in blah blah blah. Rock Revolution, Guitar Hero on Tour, Modern Hits. It's the console version of Band Hero. And I think it was a downloadable network song, it says, but I don't know what that means.
Struck by you, I want to make you move. I want to get you closer.
Yeah. It was also in a meme, it turns out, according to the
See,
wiki.
it's driving me crazy. I know I've heard this song.
Right? It's
Oh,
bugging the
yes,
shit
you
out of
do.
me.
Yep. I can guarantee you.
I know I know it.
The band, according to this, the genre is alternative rock, funk rock,
Yeah,
and
like
dance
this is
rock. 'Cause, you know,
this is
genres-
definitely my type of music.
Yep. The style of the song has been compared to,
Now that you're
though inspired. Yeah, I'm just reading because you've got about
you
a
keep
minute left.
talking and it makes it hard to think.
I know, isn't it great? We need to talk. We need the talky bit. We can't just have you silently think. And also, if I talk over you, I can't hear you humming.
I know I've heard this fucking song, and I think I even know the tune. I just can't.
I know. I'm
It's
trying to
not
figure it
it.
out too.
I'm pretty sure I've heard it within the last couple of days.
Probably. The music video was actually taped in downtown Los Angeles. I didn't know that. Oh man, they even have the exact location down to the longitude and latitude.
Shit.
Yeah, if you guys want to find the exact location this thing was filmed, was 34.043695 by negative 118.256059, and supposedly can be seen from Google Maps. Who knew?
Thing is that yeah, like I know I've heard this song, but I don't even know if I actually know the title of it.
13. You got 10 seconds.
I don't even know the band. Yeah.
5,
Imagine
4,
Dragons.
3,
Maybe?
2, it's not Imagine Dragons. Time's up.
What is it?
Do you guys want one final guess?
I don't know if that's gonna even
No.
help me.
I can't think of anything.
The band is Finger 11.
Oh right, I forgot
Fuck!
about them.
The song
I
is
know what song
Paralyzer.
this is. No! Oh, and of course now I can hear the song completely in my head.
You can hear it. It placed in the Canadian year-end charts.
And I'm pretty sure I
Top
was
100 at 64. It actually made it during the weekly charts in 2007 through 2008 to number 1 on
You know-
the Canada
Oh my
Rock
god,
charts.
I'm so
You know what
angry.
just adds? You know what just adds insult to injury with this? They're a Canadian band too. They're from like Delta.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's like fuck's sakes. Ah! Oh.
Yeah.
I love my life.
See, now that I
love
look,
my
yeah,
life, no end.
without that first lyric, it throws off the entire rhythm of the melody.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first lyric, I gave you the
No,
whole
I mean the
first
first
chorus.
lyric
I
of the
didn't give
first
you the.
chorus.
Well, no,
chorus.
because it's like I'm.
Well, I'm not
Yeah,
paralyzed.
without
That's
that,
it, yeah.
that throws
Yep.
off the entire.
Without that, it screws it up a little bit.
I did warn you guys. I'm skipping it.
Also, like, sorry for future me who has to edit this later
And
on
get
because
rid
that's
of
just a
the
solid
matte
bar.
spike.
That's just a bar.
Yeah, the matte
had to,
scream.
like,
Yeah,
I started hearing the scream and I just pulled my headphones off. I
yeah.
was like,
Good,
no.
good
we
call.
got so
'cause, yeah, I'm
angry.
just I'm looking at it now, and it's not gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be funny. You guys ready for your obscure
Sure.
song?
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Is Devin
No.
back?
Okay.
Is Devin gonna be back in time for the
I
quote?
don't know.
Oh, did he
I
die?
don't know.
All right. So your first line is, "Cause he gets up in the morning and he goes to work at 9, and he comes back home at 5:30." That's all. It's not the whole first verse, but it is most of it. The dog keeps breaking in here and causing a ruckus, and I'm very annoyed. So, does that spark any enlightenment to any of you?
Not really.
Because he gets up in the morning, and he goes to work at 9, and he comes back home at 5:30. Oh, I almost sang the rest of the song. I was, if you guys want to know where these obscure songs come from, most of them either YouTube just decides to spit them at me, or they already exist on my phone.
The first song was Paralyzer
Ah,
by
yes.
Finger 11.
Finger 11.
I've heard of neither of those things.
You've heard the song. If I were to play it, you would hear it. You have heard
Probably.
the song.
Yeah.
But if he asked you to,
It's one of
to
those
recall it by name, I'm like, ugh.
Oh yeah, no, we got very angry when we realized.
There was a lot of
Ah.
screaming. Are you
It was
guys
bad.
ready for the chorus?
Yeah.
Yes, let's hear the chorus.
And he's oh so good, and he's oh so fine, and he's oh so healthy in his body and his mind.
Barnabas, is that you?
Oh, this is the farthest from Barnabas we can get.
Oh,
Why does this sound like it's from a musical?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds like it should be in like Greece or something.
It's far older than Greece.
Wow. Okay.
Go back. Go back to before the
not like
Beatles.
Nat King
or
Cole.
maybe early Beatles.
We have to go back.
We have to go back.
my first thought was like Nat King Cole, but no, probably not.
Nope, it was not. I actually have a really some really fun facts about this song.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a great song, guys. Just
like
for
that-
shits and giggles, if you want to know how far back, we're going
Oh,
1965.
that's not that far back.
Oh, okay. With like the beginning
but-
of that verse, the first thing that came to me was 3 non-blondes.
It's not that. Here's your interesting fact, though. This song actually includes the word fag in it,
Oh.
but
Means smokes.
it was
Like-
actually used to refer to
Yeah,
as a cigarette.
Brit-
I was gonna say
Oh.
as a
British
reference
song.
to a
British
cigarette.
slang.
Yeah.
It means
Yeah,
a cigarette.
British song.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So they're British.
It is a British band. This
From the
used to be
60s.
in the pub I went to when I went to Britain. It was actually, they didn't have this song, but another song by this band was on their jukebox, and yes, they had a real jukebox. Old pub.
And it's from the 60s.
Mid 60s.
Oh, boomy.
Trying to think of British bands from the 60s.
Not
Good
the
luck.
Beatles.
I know,
Genre.
right?
Yeah, it's we got 2 minutes left. The genre is rock pop, rock/pop, like not the same
Not-
thing.
Yeah.
Sex Pistol. That's
And
like
it's-
the 80s, 90s.
No, that's like punk.
That's way too early or way
Yeah.
too
We're
late.
getting some kitten purrs again.
And it's not the Beatles.
No, oh, sorry, I just bumped the microphone.
It could be. The Beatles made hundreds
You
of
said
songs.
before the Beatles.
It
though.
could.
I'm not sure. As I said, it might be before the Beatles or
Well,
early
then it's
Beatles.
not
I
the
It
can't
sounds like
remember
it
when
might
they
be around the
started.
same time
But-
because the Beatles kind of started around that time.
But then
so.
it's not the Beatles.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure. Yeah,
The Mamas and the Papas.
it was not the Mamas and the
I'm
Papas.
trying to think of like really old bands now.
I know you are.
I don't know anything
The
about-
Monkees.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys.
If you guys want to know what album it was released on, it was released on an album called Kingdom.
Oh dear.
And that's exactly what I said. I said Kingdom.
Kinkdom.
Like Kingdom,
But kink.
But for kinks.
but kinky.
Iron Butterfly.
Not Iron Butterfly.
Okay.
What are these names you are saying?
I know half of what
I'm-
he's saying is sad.
I'm digging deep into like my knowledge of old bands.
Yeah, this song remains one of their most popular songs. And along one of the 4 songs that shaped Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. It's one of the 4 songs by this band actually on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame list of 500 songs that shaped rock and roll.
Ah, okay.
I only know 2 of them. The other 2 I don't know. You guys got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Nah.
1. There's the alarm. So, before I give you guys the song or the band, do you guys know a song called Lola?
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Eric Clapton?
No.
The Kinks. The band is called The
We
Kings.
should have got it with the
Yes,
album
I
called
have
The
heard
Kingdom.
of that.
Yep. The song is called A Well-Respected Man, and it's literally him making fun of the upper class.
I love it.
It's a good song. I listen to this on the SkyTrain a lot, and it makes me happy. Especially since I, on the bus, go past Trump Tower.
Oh, well, there you go.
Boomy has things he would like to say.
Boomy, what do you like to say?
We gonna say
Nothing.
anything?
Good to know, Boomy.
You gonna speak?
Sure, put on the spot, and then he goes quiet.
Well, he was rubbing against the microphone.
So once again,
Oh,
that's
dear.
this might be a total wipe if Devin cannot get this
Or
quote.
us. We could
Or-
get.
Yeah, you two could get the quote too.
Yeah.
That's true.
I know some
so,
movies.
but I would laugh. Three topics and it would be a wipe.
Right?
That would be
That
funny.
would be funny.
All right, you guys ready for the
Sure.
quote?
Let's hear it.
I warn you, it is mildly controversial. And
this entire
time.
this entire podcast has been mildly controversial.
I mean,
Well, there's
yeah.
riots going on about racism right now, and this is
oh.
gonna make it. Yeah. So, the quote is, "We do have a lot in common: the same earth, the same air, and the same sky. Maybe if we started looking at what's the same instead of what's different, well, who knows?"
Is that Pocahontas?
No.
Not,
Is that Ferris Bueller?
it's not Ferris Bueller. Remember, you need both the character, not the actor that said it, and the movie. They count as two
Well,
separate
technically, for
points.
Ferris
I
Bueller,
see.
it could be the same thing.
Well, no. The
Yeah,
entire
Ferris Bueller is
name
one
of the movie is
I'm
Ferris
only
Bueller's Day
accepting
Off.
the full name of
Yeah,
the movie.
which would have been Ferris
The
Bueller's
same
Day Off.
earth,
Mhm.
the same...
As a bonus, we've talked about this movie before.
Django Unchained?
No, that's
It's
not.
not Django Unchained.
No.
If Kira made a quote from
That's-
Django Unchained, we would know.
See, the only ones I know that are like of that kind of thing would be either Django Unchained or like The Help.
I was going to do a help quote.
Were you gonna say "eat my shit"?
No, I was gonna do you is
You was
you
kind,
is
you
something.
was-
kind,
or
you was
you was
And you was
important.
smart. You was important.
Oh,
And then I remembered this quote existed, and I was like, "This is gonna be fun."
can I get that quote again?
Mhm.
Yep. The quote is, "We do have a lot in common: the same earth, the same air, the same sky. Maybe if we started looking at what's the same instead of what's different, well, who knows?" You have less than 3 minutes. So the movie original release was 1998.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna throw this out there. Is this the Pokemon movie?
I don't know. That's not the full title
Pokemon
of the movie, so
2000
I'm not accepting
Mewtwo.
it.
Fuck,
Mewtwo
I can't
Strikes?
remember which one.
Gotta
Um,
catch them all.
No, this is the Pokemon 2000 movie.
Meowth says it. Mewtwo Strikes
Mewtwo
Back.
Strikes Back.
No, Strikes Back is the second one. It was Pokemon 2000.
It was Meowth.
Okay.
McBride gets the
Oh.
point. None of you have said the title of the movie yet.
Well, to be fair, if you go to a Pokemon movie, I've never seen any
No,
of
I
the
know
Pokemon
I know
movies.
exactly which movie it is. It just can't, it's like the Pokemon 2000 movie, I think. Or it's like the
Pokemon 2000 movie came out in literally
or
2000.
whichever the one it is
Uh,
that
The
has Mewtwo, the
Pokemon,
first one.
The first movie.
The full title. You must say the full title in succession, people.
Pokemon, the first movie.
The whole title.
Because it's on
Pokemon, the first movie. Mewtwo Strikes Back.
No, Mewtwo Strikes
Fuck.
Oh my god, Devin
Really?
got it.
What?
There we go.
I had to search deep into my very limited knowledge of the
I thought
Pokemon
Mewtwo
movies.
Strikes Back would have been a second movie because it's called Strikes Back.
Mewtwo Returns is the second
Mewtwo-
Mewtwo movie and
Yes.
is not in the Pokemon
That is
chronological order.
stupid.
Yes, it is.
Why Strikes Back is like, oh hey, we've returned.
Yeah, you don't call
I know,
the
it's
first
dumb.
Star Wars movie The Empire Strikes Back.
It's because the reason it's
This is
called that
striking
is
back
actually
against enemies,
because
but
no, he's not actually. He's striking back against those who created him,
same thing.
which are he's just counting as humans and he wants Pokemon to rule, and then he's like, no, Pokemon aren't even good enough. Clones rule now.
Yeah.
That quote was said by Meowth to his clone Meowth, who cannot speak.
Yes. I did remember that.
Yeah. Like once you said it was Meowth, I knew exactly which movie it was. I just didn't know the name.
Right? I just couldn't think of what
getting
the
there.
entire total movie
And I also,
was.
I still can't quite believe that I, of all people, the person who knows fuck all
I was
about
waiting.
Pokemon, I was just like, I also literally, I think I was just listing various things at
You know,
this point.
it's funny because,
Because I
both
remembered-
of those titles have been said a couple times.
Yeah, but not together.
Yeah. Just
I was like waiting for someone to
we
say
just
the
had to-
full title in
yeah.
succession.
oh dear. Okay, well I feel a little better about the whole Finger 11 accident then.
Almost a total wipe. You guys did get the last one though.
I got no points and my
Oh,
lead is
dear.
down again.
Only by one.
Only by one. The point score, which we've done a total of 12 questions, is McBride has 5, Chris has 4, Devin has 2.
Yay!
Devin, you got 2 points.
Hey, there we go.
I got 2.
You got 2. Because you got the Dolly Parton one at the very beginning. It was in Deadpool 2, and I forgot about that.
Yes, I remember that.
You got a point by technicality.
By technicality.
Yeah, that was also not listed on the wiki.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I had to actually go to the Deadpool 2 soundtrack to confirm that.
Oh.
That's why you can actually, if you go back to the podcast, you can hear slight typing. Because my keyboard is
Very loud.
very loud.
It's very
Yeah,
loud.
it is very
Speaking
loud.
of Deadpool 2, actually, I've been listening the shit out of Ashes by Celine Dion that she did for
Yes.
the movie. I love that song.
It's such an unironically good song.
It
And
really
it's hilarious
is.
that of all the things, it's from Deadpool 2.
Right? And I keep forgetting that there's like a video for it, so I'll watch the video every now and then. And it's like, it's a good video. It's like, it's all fine. It's all super serious. And then like, about halfway through, and then all of a sudden Deadpool comes in
heels.
doing like and heels.
Stilettos.
Still, yeah. It then is like the whole like the chair and the rain dance thing. It's great.
Yeah, it's really great. I love how so much of like the Deadpool movies is just people going, "Hey, why the fuck not?" Like,
That's
do you remember
pretty
when
much it.
Brad Pitt was in it
Exactly.
for like a split second as
Yep,
the invisible
I
dude?
remember that. Yep.
Isn't that they wanted to use him for Deadpool or something?
Maybe. All I remember is I think what happened was literally Brad Pitt was just like, "Hey, can I be in it?" And sure, how much? He goes, just like a cup of coffee. So literally the only bit of him in it is him landing on the electrical
Electrical
cords.
Power line. Yeah.
God, that movie was both gold and a shit show.
Oh, I might be in a minority, but I honestly think the second one's better than the first.
Oh, absolutely.
And I like the first one,
Yeah.
but the second
yeah,
one is
I'm
just.
with you on that one.
Oh my god.
Depending on what we're talking about, I prefer one over the other.
Yeah,
Depending on what aspect.
I would have preferred they
Yeah, that's
not
fair.
fridged his girlfriend so hard
Yeah.
like that. But thing is, they also
Yeah.
just bring her back to life at the end, pretty much. So I'm just like, okay.
Hi, Boomy. Hello. I am being climbed.
It's mainly just because I'm a fan of Marina Baccarin because she was in Firefly, and I'm just like, oh, you're just
Yes.
yes.
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Plus, also, Deadpool has ruined Happy International Women's Day for me. Because guess what I think about whenever somebody talks about how it's International Women's Day? I just think of Ryan
that's
Reynolds
the-
getting pegged.
That's the best
Oh.
part of International Women's Day.
That is the best part.
And also, Deadpool
Oh.
2 has the bit where his legs are going back and he's got like a baby dick.
The baby
baby-
legs. Yeah.
baby
And he
legs,
does
baby
and he
dick.
does
Oh
the
my
fatal
God.
instinct
Yeah.
thing where he like uncrosses and then crosses his legs again
Yeah.
in front of Josh
yeah.
Brolin, and he's just like
Boomy, why must you be
I'm
chaos?
not looking.
that. And also, I know Chris
No.
just gets into the relationship between Deadpool and Colossus.
Okay, but Colossus is a soft boy, okay?
I mean, he is.
Metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically speaking. Realistically, he's
No.
not, but
He's very much
He's
not.
the hardest boy.
He's the
I love
softest
how they gave
steel boy.
Negasonic a girlfriend, though. That was adorable.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they actually do something in the
And
next
they're-
movie, though.
That was great. Though, on a side note, we only got a few minutes
Oh.
left.
Sneeze.
I want to talk about what I did last night.
Sorry.
So
Oh, is this a story time?
not really a story time. It's more of me and my brother got mentally scarred a little bit.
Oh.
Oh no.
So
Possible?
I know I don't remember if Chris was there. We played that drinking card game.
Oh no.
Which drinking card?
Remember that game?
I mean,
Oh.
Cards Against Humanity or?
No, the card game that will get you drunk.
Oh, right. I
Oh,
forgot
Kira,
about
this
that
was like years ago when we first
Yes,
played
no,
this.
it will make sense in a
Oh,
second.
but yeah, it was during New Year's, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't years ago.
I
but-
don't.
played
I'm
it
not
a while
surprised.
But remember at the end of it, for out of context, we played a drinking card game, and one of the cards is take your shirt off.
Oh. Oh no.
Yes.
So we have I play a lot of drinking games here with my parents.
Oh no.
And we essentially anything to the drinking game if you try hard enough, including, but not limited to, Rummy, Monopoly, Trouble,
Humanity.
sorry, stuff like that. Anything is a drinking game if you try hard enough. But we have this game called Drinkopoly.
Oh no.
Mm.
It's actually about drinking.
I remember seeing that.
Aha. And it's got some more dangerous cards and actually a space on the board where if you look at a Monopoly board, the go to jail is. Oh, yeah, go to jail. No, free parking. That's free parking. The one diagonal from start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Strip Bar.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You can either strip down to your underwear,
Oh dear.
and if you strip, everyone has to finish their drink, because in this game you're required to take both shots and have a large mixed drink.
Oh no.
Yes. So if you strip, everyone has to finish their drink, except you, but if you don't strip, you take 2 shots.
Oh.
Oh dear.
I
Okay.
don't like where this is
When I
going.
play games at home,
This is-
Yep. When
this
I play
sounds-
games at home,
This sounds like a
I
very
wear
dangerous game.
yes, I play with it with my parents.
Oh no.
So me and my brother are just kind of like, we're in our gym jams. We physically can't because there's nothing there anymore. It's kind of just the shirt
Yeah.
and the pants, and then there's nothing else. So we're like, we can't do that. Mom, on the other hand, doesn't care
No.
that she was not wearing anything under the shirt. So
Yeah.
That's where I thought this was gonna wind up going.
Oh no.
so me and my brother were just like, okay.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Yeah,
And we also
but
had like
Boomy
it was mother's birthday, so one of her
So that
friends
makes
had
it
also come-
okay?
No. So one of her friends was also there, so there's 5 of
Oh.
us instead of 4.
Okay.
Also, Boomy just whined
There was-
as in like a, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Boomy. There are also 2.
No.
There's nothing wrong with the internet. You're taking up too much bandwidth. So there's also a stack of cards, and occasionally you have to draw cards. And they also bought an Alexa, so they won't stop
Yeah,
talking
I've
to
heard
it.
that. Hi, Boomy. Okay.
It's a curse.
Although it's fun to get it to tell you jokes.
It's,
Oh, I laughed at a
no.
hilarious one. I'll tell you afterwards.
So the cards were, and they got between Mom and their friend, was perform your favorite sex position.
Oh no. That's even worse.
So me
than
and
I
Vince
thought.
immediately just turned around.
Yep.
We just turned around. We're like, nope. And then we turned back after hearing the horrible role-playing screaming. Next card is because it's their turn, not Mom's anymore. Perform a lap dance. Now we're like, okay, let's turn around again.
Yep.
So horribly scarred, very drunk, very hungover.
Yep.
That's not good.
Oh, that is
Oh dear.
That's unfortunate.
oh,
Welcome to my life.
I mean, the like on one hand, this sounds like a fantastic game. On the other
I
hand,
would bring this
it's
game
one
to
of
play with us.
yeah. On the other
I-
hand, you don't play this game with your
no,
parents.
absolutely not.
Heckin' nope.
I have many times.
Oh dear. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I
I,
don't-
also
I don't-
play Cards Against Humanity with my parents.
I mean, that's not so
That's
bad. I
not
played
too
Cards
bad.
Against Humanity with my
I
parents.
could,
My dad always ends up with all the nipple cards, and I don't know how he does
I'm
it.
just saying, I could not play Cards Against Humanity with my parents.
It'd be hilarious though.
It would be hilarious.
Ooh,
It would be really
it would
funny.
be. You'd find out brand new things.
Yeah.
All right. We need to wrap this up because I'm told the internet doesn't exist, even though I'm talking to the three of
That's
you.
interesting.
Okay, let me tell you a terrible pun that Miss
pun,
Blackbox
go.
has given grace to me with. So, I ask her to tell me a bunch of jokes, and she comes up with a bunch of weird ones. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And I'm just like, you know what? Tell me a bad pun. This is the thing that spits out of her face. Have you heard about the cows that started a metal band? They're called Shredded Beef. That one got me giggling for a solid 2 minutes.
Ruby has stolen a figurine of, I don't know if it's Snap or if it's Nakira. I better go grab that.
He got the
Cool.
D. All right. So as Boomy runs away with a D&D pawn,
Give it
No.
back!
Token.
Stop eating
um,
her!
don't forget to lick all of the buttons. Don't eat the tokens. We promise. Lick the buttons
It was
instead.
Nakira.
They're
Yes.
tastier. Oh, poor Nakira got eaten by a
I mean,
cat.
The irony.
I don't think
No,
Doug.
we're not going there.
Doug
We're not
will
going
not
there.
do
We're
that.
not going there.
Well, we could go there next time. So don't forget to lick the buttons. Ring a ding ding that little bell. The buttons today are, you know what? Let's go healthy. Lima bean
Ew.
Okay.
and dragon
I like
fruit.
that. That's good.
Ooh, love dragon fruit.
Alright, so those are the flavors of your buttons today. Don't forget to lick them to figure out what tasty morsel they did.
They're good.
Also, don't forget to leave a tasty comment as well.
Thank you. And don't forget to chow down, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe. Bye.